Good morning, students. Today we'll start with a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Life Processes, chapter 6 of your science textbook. Now, in this chapter, first of all, we will go to a very basic concept. The concept is, on the basis of what will you identify whether an organism is living or non-living? So there has to be certain criteria based on which you will identify or classify an organism into living or non-living. So the criteria is movement. Based on a very simple fact called as movement, or a simple process called as movement, you can classify that an organism is living or non-living. Now here you will say that plants do not move, so how are they living? But as you know, plants, inside the plants, there are various movements. Movement like transportation of water through the xylem, movement like transportation of food through the phloem. So those are also movements. Photosynthesis, trapping off sunlight by the leaves of the plant, that is also a type of movement. So that movement can be of any type. So based on movement, you can say that a living organism exists. So as you know, human beings or animals, they are all having the property of movement. So this is a very basic criteria. A layman, a normal man, a non-scientific man can also tell you that based on the movement you can classify an organism as living or non-living. So see, I have written there, you can see what is the criteria to decide whether something is alive or not alive. The most important criteria to decide whether something is alive or not is movement, as I just said. So all living organisms, they move without any help. No help is required. All living organisms, they do not take any external help and they move, and their movement is clearly visible. You can see the movement is clearly visible. That can be in there, the movement can be physical also, and it can be inside their body also, within the cell, within the tissue, it can be that type of movement also. Now, we'll go to the term life processes. When you go to this term, life processes, there are many life processes which keep us alive. Now, these life processes, every living organism has these life processes, and these life processes are very important to maintain the life of a living organism. If one of the life processes fail, the organism will no longer live, will not be alive. So these life processes, the first life process is nutrition. Nutrition, that is intake of food by any organism. As you know, without food, energy cannot be obtained by any living organism. So nutrition is the first life process. Without food, without the utilization of food by the organism, surviving is not possible. So nutrition is the first life process that we will study. The second is respiration. Now before I start respiration, I must also tell you, when you talk about nutrition is different in plants and different in animals. In plants, the nutrition will be photosynthetic in nature, because plants are dependent upon photosynthesis for their food. Whereas in animals, it will be digestion and absorption. We'll talk about the digestive organs, digestive system in the nutrition. Next, I was talking about respiration. Respiration is the process by which food is burnt in the cells of the body. Respiration does not mean taking in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. That is a different process altogether, which we call it as breathing. So when you talk about respiration, the term respiration is how food is burnt or how food is utilized by the cells to give you energy. That may be in the presence of oxygen, that may be in the absence of oxygen. Presence of oxygen, if it happens in the presence of oxygen, you call it as aerobic respiration. If it happens in the absence of oxygen, you call it anaerobic respiration. So respiration can be in the presence of oxygen or maybe in the absence of oxygen also. Please do not write the definition of respiration as taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. That is a totally wrong concept. Next is transportation. When you talk about transportation, we have to talk about the main transporter of the body, that is the blood. The blood is the main transporter of the body who carries the blood through many vessels. The vessels like arteries, the vessels like veins, the vessels like capillaries, they are all blood vessels which carry the transporter of the body, that is the blood. So when you talk about transportation, it is mainly transportation of food, mainly transportation of oxygen by the blood. The blood will be transporting them all. All the food will be transported, all the oxygen will have to be transported to different parts of the body. So that is mainly transportation that is done by the blood. One more thing about transportation is all the waste products are also transported by the blood from the different parts of the body to the heart. Heart is the main pumping organ. Please remember, when you study about transportation, you have to study about the heart also, which will act as a main pumping organ. The last life process that we will deal about is excretion. So excretion is removal of unwanted products from the body. Unwanted products are eliminated from the body by the process of excretion. Here the main role will be played by the kidneys, which are 2 in number. Just below the intestine, you can see at the just below the waist region, if you see it physically, nearby the waist region. So that is the main location here. This is the main location, this part just at the back, just below the stomach, you can say more particularly. So that is the process of excretion done by the kidneys.